I feel this is like a conversation I've been having with a lot of people right now, but like I think I'm done with albums, man. I think I'm just gonna start dropping a single a month for the next
Y-
like year, you
Yo,
know?
it seems like people are just dropping singles or like EPs or and just mostly
Yeah.
like singles.
How do you feel that's gonna affect, the label and tape side of things? Like if there's no albums coming out, like
I think so. I think what's gonna happen is that I guess like I'm all for people having their own autonomy and things and control. And the way things are going, where like so a lot of the younger rappers, the way I see it, have now just always been going independent.
mhm.
Maybe you sign like a deal, but I think what happened, what I really saw, I guess, from my time was when Chief Keef got signed to Interscope, and then when he got dropped, he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna start releasing music and music and music."
Yeah.
And so now seeing that, because rappers, I feel like have always been doing that, where they like independent, make their own like label, and if they get signed, their whole imprint gets signed, and it's like I'm still my own boss. I'm just
Yeah.
like a subsidiary, et cetera, et cetera. Um, but seeing now more indie musicians, um, like a lot of bigger labels miss out on bands like Crumb because a lot
Mhm.
of the way things are structured is still like the old, like esoteric ways where it's like we own like 70% of your shit and we give you pretty much a fucking loan that
Yep.
we have to make back and some because we're putting production costs into this and this and this.
Yep.
And then the band is like, damn, so you own this for 25 years. And let's say for those 25 years, it's the main, like for those 10 years, 5 years, whatever, it's going to be hot. So when it's like hot and in circulation, the main time that you'll be making any sort of revenue is going to go directly to them to make
Yep.
back the investment that they made. And yeah, you mean you get like a bit of percentage, but 100% is way better than 30%, 40%.
Exactly.
And so what is going on is that, you know, just with the internet and how things are becoming more direct with like fan or just like other people engagement, that a band like Crumb, all they really needed was like a PR person, a booking agent, and now that things have grown, they have a manager to help them run like the business side of things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's really all they need because if they're gaining all that attraction themselves, like no one is paying, like giving them money to make videos, like no one is like paying them to go to the studio. All they're still self like sufficient in terms of like they're putting in their own money for like the
Yeah.
videos, like the merch and stuff, like you know um everything is they've collaborated with everyday people, like just a random person like me. The person who makes the videos is our friend like Hayan, and who does like the graphics and animation is our friend Alex. Like there's so many people involved that just do everyday things.
Mhm.
um so I think more artists are realizing that's like, damn, like there's people who want to like help us out for the like for the sake of it. And I think it's like just with how direct the internet is, like before you get on a label, because they have their like insect community or fan
Mhm.
base, and they're like, look, because we're signing you and offering you this, we can like we have 1 million people that buy our records, like so you'll be introduced to 1 million people, right? But what's the like what does a band like Crumb have to do that if they're getting their own traction and followers on their like in an organic manner? And so I feel
Yeah.
like more indie artists are going that route where they're like, oh, I'm working on this song and I really like it. Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out. I'll
Yeah.
just put it up on my DistroKid account is like this unlimited amount that I'll just put up a song, or like this and this, you know. And so that's why I'm seeing a lot more like secretly like distribution is giving more like working directly with artists and being like, hey, like we'll help you make the records and everything and putting them in stores. And that makes more sense where if you like an independent band themselves like cannot fulfill and like, you know, keep up with
Oh yeah.
orders like that, you know?
Yeah.
So stuff like that makes sense. And I'm glad that more things like that are happening. What it leaves out for labels is that I think labels need to pivot into just providing physical mediums and strictly coming up with striking up a deal where it's like, all right, I like you want tapes and you know, or like vinyl, something big. Let's say vinyl, something bigger, where it's like I'll put up the production, I'll make 500, you know, copies. We'll split them evenly. Like, you know, you get 250, I get 250. Um, you know, I sell my amount to make the production cost, and if just selling the label amount doesn't make it back, where it's like okay, and maybe if you sell the record for $25, you give me $2 from each sale. You know what I mean? Like coming up with some more of a physical like model is what I would like it to go to, you know?
Yeah.
Because the way mine thing is, it's just mostly working 50-50, but I don't charge anyone to make more tapes unless if there's like a like you want some for like a tour or something, and if it's
Yeah.
already out of print, I'm like okay, because you want some more tapes, just give me like $2 from each sale, or just like, you know what I mean, just give me this amount to cover the production costs. I don't keep any, you just sell them on tour, you know
Yep.
what I mean? And that's why I like have a bunch of duplicators, a bunch of blanks, cases, you know, the sticker labels and J card like templates, and I just print everything out myself.
Oh, so you do that all yourself then?
Yeah, sometimes I do it all
Oh,
myself,
cool.
or I get them like depending on how like like special the release is, or if it's like a an album that's like okay, we're
Yeah.
gonna do it. We'll get them pro dubbed, or I make them pro dubbed made, and then I like with the printing and like everything, and then I just dub them in home.
Hmm.
Call me